7 a.m. It's already 80 plus degrees out. It's going to be another hot one today up here on the ridge. 16-hour day yesterday. Started my job at 9. By the time we got home and I made dinner, it was about midnight, 12:30. I'm exhausted. Would have got up before the sun came up, but I didn't. I just slept and Bandito walked on me and I looked over. It was about 20 after 6. So I just got up and started going over my day with you. Anyway, I'm going to look at the tide really quick in my tide book. So I grew up with these free tide books that we'd had since I was a kid until about maybe 2, 3 years ago. And I went into Pearson Arrows surf shop because it was the closest one on the road. And said I need to get a tide book, and they said they quit making them, and it was just costing them too much money forever to do these free tide books, I guess, which I couldn't afford to make free tide books and hand them out throughout probably the state. So I was like, man, you could never just get a tide book that we could buy. And he's like, who's going to buy a tide book? Just look at it on your phone. So I pulled out my flip phone and was like, I can't look at the tide book or the tides on my flip phone. And he kind of heckled me. It was I guess Bob Pearson's nephew or something. And every time I've gone in, the guy just treats me like a kook. Like he sees me like, oh, this guy again. And it's like, that's really a good way to do business. And not like you need to like facially show me that I'm a kook. I know who I am. I know I'm a kook. I grew up as a boogie boarder, knee boarder. And when everyone in the water told me to quit bitching about getting burned by him, even though we boogiers and kneeboarders, we were charging way harder than the average surfers in town. Way harder. Not surfing soft roundhouse shoulders. We were surfing slabbing sand, shore pounds, and hollow reefs, getting tubed, and we were kids. And but these guys would paddle out on mushy days, and they'd want to burn you and yell at you because we had flippers and call me a half man. Like, you think I don't know I'm a freaking half man? So, anyway, I went from losing the flippers and, cause it wasn't always good to kneeboard. And so I was like not able to surf sometimes. So I dropped the flippers, started riding my, bosses at 22 years old, riding my boss's huge old fashioned, like Gidget style longboard, no rocker with a huge square fin, paddling out on shore pounds, just going, wow, this is like street skating, like when there's no waves and we're pretending to surf. I'm just getting piped on these shore pounds that are like, only like maybe shoulder high. And that was it. I was hooked on stand up surfing after that too. So, and then from there, I just started grabbing the Doyles back when they were called Doyles. And then there was BZ and Black Tip and all these boards that were soft boards, not soft tops. Jamie O'Brien, you're wrong. They're not soft tops. They're soft boards. Soft top was an epoxy board with a soft top. They were called soft tops. And everyone yells at me going, you riding your soft tops. I haven't ever ridden a soft top. I ride soft boards. I'm a boogie boarder. My stand-up boards are boogie boards that I stand up on, basically. So, yeah, I know I'm a kook. That's where this all led from. So, Bob Pearson's nephew or whoever you are, just, I already know I'm a kook. You don't need to shove it into me. Anyway, so these guys, for $2 or 250 or whatever, came out with a tide book. Yeah, I'll spend 250 for a year's worth of knowing what the tide's doing, so I don't have to drive into town and get Wi-Fi to go look and see what the tide's doing. Because sometimes the tide is very critical. You're like, oh my God, it's good. You suit up, and by the time you've suited up, the tide's changed that quick because it was right there on that swing. And I wasted my time suiting up there when I could have went somewhere else where the tide's going to handle it. This way, I know. Look at that again. Freeline Design. Yep, John Mell. That was the maker of my kneeboards growing up. Ripping kneeboards. Cool, cool dude. And you're still charging, John. Anyway, enough of my blabbing. All right, I'm down in small town here, and that's nice. Hate to say it because it's foggy, but it's so hot up at our place that this is nice. And threw a shirt on since it's I'm in small town public. My hippie killer shirt. This is my guitar player and bass player from my punk band Nuisance in Public. This is their other side project. It's foggy. This is nice because I have to come down here to get Wi-Fi and to sit here in the sun. It's brutal. So this is going to be really comfortable. I'm going to pull over here to the market, get my Wi-Fi. I'll start in showing you guys how I'm turning the MP3s into a movie, basically. Well, the fog burned away as I was describing how to upload the videos. The glare on the laptop screen was so horrible that I decided I'll probably have to come do it at night where I don't have such a glare on the screen and I can actually do this really clearly. So I drove to town. I went and got the recoil rope for the generator. I'm going to run over to the store and grab some lettuce for our salads tonight and head home. All right, just pulled in. Went and grabbed Bandito out of the... Bandito, I'm gonna grab you out of the house so you can get out. There he is under my truck in the shade there. And that's another scorcher. So I'm gonna go cover my boards with the comforter. Keep the board bags and my boards out of the sun. So, yep. Beautiful day, but man, it is hot. Hillbilly sunblock for my surfboards. Yeah, these beautiful board bags too. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I keep the sun out of my truck too, so it's not a million degrees and baking everything in there. Got my cell phone in there, my computer, this camera. I keep all that stuff in my truck in the day so I have it handy. Don't need to cook it all. Voila, there I go. Cab in my truck protection and board protection, board bag protection, all in one. So it's a little too hot for me to want to start doing stuff. I worked my butt off all week, and I said it's high 80s to mid 90s, whatever up here. It's hard to tell. And I think right now, rather than go straight to work, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna throw on my trunks and go jump in my pool and just relax and try to get some work done later.
Well, that dip in the pool felt good. So I'm gonna go chill out on the deck on top of my van and want to see how long it takes before House Cat gets up there. Who knows? I might have just jinxed it. So anyway, I'm gonna go chill out and read a book and warm back up here, which I was only gonna take like a second. Like I said, it's hotter than hell up here right now. All right. I left my book over here already from last night. There it is. All right. It doesn't look like it got wet. I don't think it got wet last night. It was so warm. So here's the deck on top of my van. I have a little blanket and some towels for padding. About a week ago, I had a nice mattress pad and a blanket over it, and I'm stupid. I took my van to town with me and Bethany. Forgot to take it off the top, and blew off somewhere on the drive down, and so someone up here in the community found it, and they've got a nice new pad now rather than just leaving it on the road. Since we're just a small community, they could have done that, but whatever. Easy come, easy go. My friend Joe gave it to me, so it's not like I had to buy it. All right, well, let's see how long it takes for House Cat to get up here. Funny, there she is right there on the ladder. House Cat! Yep, you were watching me from somewhere in the bush, huh? Climb up here. All right, well, I don't know if you're gonna come up because I'm asking you to, so you probably won't. All right. Take a look around here. Give it some time for her to come up. So tomorrow, my punk band Nuisance in Public, we're going to be playing a house show. Our friend Chuck from the punk band FUX, it's his birthday, and every year he has bands play, and this year we're going to be one of the bands.